Not entirely sure. Actually, no, I think that was earlier. But either way, he has that variety. He's played all these heroes. For now, it's going to be Kudo's top, KT, deciding the first map. It's going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen with Battlefield of Eternity and Sky Temple. The ones removed. So we got a couple of the smaller maps. One of the larger maps removed. Seems to be a little bit of a varied decision-making between these two teams about where they want to play. But KT, bit of an advantage in terms of win rate on this map by the looks of it.
Absolutely, and you can tell that they were the ones who chose the Battleground in the first place, because their win ratio, their record is actually not all too terrible, considering the fact that they're a team that plays in the bottom half of the table. Whereas SOA, they have yet to win a round on this Battleground. Can it be the first time for them? I remained a little bit skeptical, because if I recall correctly, when they last played on this Battleground, it was against Hot's Lady after they were leading 1-0, and they just got dismantled.
Oh, yeah. That was an unfortunate game for them. Let's see if they can avoid that this time. As we see Ariel, the first ban out coming in from SOA. KT, what are they going to respond with? They're going to let Uther go through? Are they going to maybe remove the Genji, who just has such high priority on every map? Malthael sometimes really got this map due to solo laning potential.
Yeah, Malthael definitely has a lot of solo laning potential as well. And a strong solo laner is going to be so important, because you want to have a strong 4-man rotation going, ideally on Tomb of the Spider Queen. In the meantime, Tank over in the bottom right, having a good time bumping his head. There we go.
He's bumping.
Like, judging from all the jewelry he's rocking, like all the chains and rings, I'm pretty sure he's listening to some decent Chinese gangster rap. But, of course, that could just be me. Maybe it's totally not his cup of tea.
Possibly. We do not know what he is into, and oh my god, my stream is stuttering a lot at the moment.
Same here.
I've just jumped up to 10 seconds. Hopefully we can we'll fix that after the draft, as the draft, it doesn't matter how much we are in sync.
Yeah.
Genji is let through. The target ban against Uncle G gives that Cyber Ninja over.
Ooh, the Gengu has been unleashed for the very first time of today, and I think yesterday we also saw him very, very rarely, because of course Chinese teams by now, they also know how powerful and threatening that hero can be. But if you take a look at KT's ban, you might be like, Zarya, isn't that like 4 or 5 patches ago where she was so dominant that she was actually worth a first ban? But keep in mind that SOA is one of the few teams in the league that still plays her, and Uncle G's a master on Zarya. He's a masterful Zarya player, and so good that KT pays a lot of respect to it.
Yeah, the expulsion zone's too good. It's a favorite of the team, so they remove it away. It's a targeted ban, which just goes to show the amount of respect that Uncle G does have in the Chinese scene amongst these players. Now, what is SOA going to take to go with this? They can still pick up Uther to give that get the Divine Shield. We will see. Also, yesterday, I finally gave in and actually started playing Genji. I refused to play him because I thought he was OP and going to get nerfed again soon, so what was the point? So, but it still hasn't been nerfed, so I finally gave in and started playing him.
Did you need a lot of healing?
Yes, actually, but I also had almost double my Illidan and my Jaina's damage in quick match. So
there we go.
That was cool and killed everything. That was fun. We lost the game, though. Sad times. Either way, Anub and Uther coming in. Very high crowd control. Protection for Genji. Looking good.
Okay, so the Gul'dan being denied, of course, takes a lot of wave clear away from both teams. Not really sure if I would have banned Gul'dan necessarily, but I would actually say that Gul'dan is a really good counter to Genji. Like, it's relatively easy to land your abilities against him, especially the Fell Flame. And if you land that Fear on the Genji, you might actually be having enough time to focus him down, because his health pool is rather limited. What do you think about this?
I quite like it. Like we said, the Genji appears to be... the Gul'dan appears to be being considered a sort of target ban. A target use against the Genji, so banning out for themselves is interesting, and this would be why, because they wanted the Kael'thas here.
Yeah, so they have a replacement in terms of wave clear and magic damage, and quite frankly, KT is very scary to face when you're a solo Uther, so it wouldn't surprise me if SOA maybe wants to go for a secondary support to help out in that regard, because otherwise, like, Uther struggles against Lunara for a reason, because of all the spread out damage she can deliver. KT is kind of similar in that regard. If the bombs are being spread, if multiple people get hit by a flame strike, and of course the Phoenix later on, there's just going to be so much AoE damage that Uther can barely keep up with.
There's also the very small chance, like, there is an abusable move you can pull off against a Nubrak, and that is dropping a living bomb onto a beetle just as it's about to expire. And just have it pop off, so because when it expires, it counts as a death. So the living bomb does actually pop, and it will get a spread. So it's very much a clutch move if you can time it. It requires a lot of paying attention to when those beetles are spawned, or just able to target them down, while you're also being harassed by Anubrak, Genji, Alarak, and Uther. So adding up Tychus as well.
Yeah, that's going to be quite a lot of burst damage that they've got available, and they need a strong burst healer. But guess what? The strongest one of them all is on the enemy side. So maybe the Rehgar, maybe the Karazim with a golden palm can be enough to really help those targets, but they don't go for a burst healer at all. They go for the mouth, which is normally the exact opposite. I'm not sure if I agree, Tetcher.
It's cool, like, the mana's good, they can Twilight Dream to try and counter, but you can't Twilight Dream if you're stun locked, which there's a very good chance Mouth will be. Maybe we'll see another Tranquility, because, like I said, you're never going to get a Twilight Dream off against this amount of CC.
Yeah, you bring up a nice point there, though. The synergy between KT and Malf is strong. KT, a very mana-thirsty hero. He always wants more mana, according to his lore anyway. So I like what Blizzard has done there. So the Innervate can definitely help out, especially if you go for the Shando's Clarity at level 1. Is that going to be enough, though, to hold his own against the extreme CC-heavy comp that SOA brought to the table? Remains to be seen. Which draft do you prefer a little bit more?
I almost certainly prefer SOA's draft. It looks a little bit more sensible in general. Lots of CC. Also, I have refreshed back to 8 seconds. They have so much CC. They have solid damage numbers. I always like it these days. We actually see Kael'thas make it into a draft, but what's with him doesn't really work here, I say.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think KT, as you said, is a great hero that's oftentimes overlooked in many games outside of Europe. But he brings a lot of wave clear to the table, but at what cost? He might get picked off early by the likes of Alrek. He might not have the greatest of impact because he's being pressured back all the time with a Cocoon, with an engage by Nubrak, and the follow-up by Alrek. And Malfurion can't really help him a lot, so I'm pretty sure that KT also has to go for the Arcane Barrier. He's definitely going to have additional self-protection, and that takes away a little bit of his damage too. But we're going to find out how this game goes in a few seconds here, guys. KT versus SOA. Give it up for the two teams. Game number 1 between KT. Oh, look at that sweet Anubis shot. I like it. Well done, camera team. But we have KT on the left-hand side. In the blues, we have T-Die on his Malfurion, and Neptune on the Dehaka, Fury on his Greymane, Seeing on the KT, and Butcher plays the Arthas.
That is Kudos top, whereas on the right-hand side, it is going to be Start Over Again. Camera shift, there we go. Start Over Again, aka SOA, with Faye on Uther, Uncle G on the Alarak, Tag Ovo on Tychus, Spark BZ on the Anub, and it's going to be Shy playing the Genji.
Yep, there we go. We see, oh, did you see that old-school Cloud9 mount here?
That's, I did, there it is.
I can't recall that last time I've seen that one. Well chosen, Shy.
Yeah, and KT running the happy cloud, the most even of win rate cloud.
Yeah, Tetra actually has a really neat statistic saying that the angry cloud so far has the best win rate in all of HGC China. Or was it all of HGC?
As far as I can, from the games that I've watched, so a bit of HGC, Europe, bit of NA, bit of Korea, all of China, and most of Open Division. The angry cloud has the highest win rate, the sad one has the worst.
I can imagine you sitting in front of your monitor and being like taking notes of when players pick which cloud.
Dude,
and
mount synergy is so important.
It is.
Style is a big deal in this game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone is going to agree, especially Calder. He's always something to say about certain skins and mounts, so I like it.
Yeah, me and him have many disagreements about this. Every time we meet up with each other, it's just like, no, this is clearly the best, and just argue about that for a while. For now, no first blood. There was an attempt against the life of Nubrak, but he was able to tunnel out.
There we go. A really nice reaction earlier as well by Neptune on the Dehaka, dodging both the Discord Strike and the Genji Shurikens, I believe it was. So really, really cool to see the lightning reflexes there. Spark BZ taking a little bit of damage here. Now Shy comes in. I can't recall seeing Shy on the Genji, by the way. I can't recall SOA on the Genji in general, but Fei now in trouble. Dodges 1-2 spells, counter stun, and it is Fury who takes a little bit of tower damage.
Yeah, very nicely. Oh, someone nearly, Fei nearly died again. And Noob actually spread the living bomb to him.
Yeah.
Very nearly died there.
Don't want to do that. It's a little bit of a scumbaggy move. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you escaping? I'm sorry, I hadn't noticed, teammate. But Butcher will get out as well after a bit of an engage by a Noob there.
Okay, so in the meantime, nothing really drastic happening. So, Tomb of the Spider Queen is always a map where you get to see potentially a very early first blood, you know, skirmishes and brawls left and right because the lanes between, the distance between lanes is so short. But so far, both teams actually playing very patiently, and it looks like Genji goes for a full Swift Strike build here, even going for the level 1 talent here, going deep. Shy, that is, he gets a kill, jumps out to safety, but Greymane takes a bite.
Fury in position. Now it is Tag Ovo also having a little bit of a rough time as KT from the side, but Anubrak can't save Tychus as SOA are now in trouble. Anub is getting multi he's used Power Charge to try and save Tychus. Instead, he dooms himself.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I keep telling my viewers on stream as well. If there is an ally that can't be saved, like in that case it was Tychus, don't even try to save him, because chances you're going to end up dying as well are very, very likely. So, you know, sometimes you just need to let go. That's
not the support attitude.
Yeah,
everyone
I know.
Everyone can be saved. Doesn't matter if they're in the enemy core and you're in your base, you run towards them, everyone can be saved. It's all good. So Fei getting harassed down here. That's not true, by the way. You should absolutely learn when to give up on things, objectives, or allies. As Neptune is forced back. Nice burrow to dodge the stun. Tag Ovo may drop the slows, and good. He has nowhere to run and taken out. You can see his escape was double cut off there.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta say, KT, they're putting on a show here. I did not expect them to perform this well in the early game, and they're really starting to utilize all the CC, all the stun and root potential they've got, so really, really solid. Yeah. We saw the Arcane Barrier, by the way, on KT, so he did indeed go for the additional self protection. Once again, a beautiful stun chain on Ararak, but he's safe for now, and so, once again, with their backs against the wall, the web viewers are about to join as well for KT.
Oh, down goes Genji, and this is bad news for for SOA right now, with the Web Weavers just arriving and KT with a very short period of talent lead. They are putting the pressure on. Also, I believe that's is it Fury of the Sunwell, the extra explosion damage on the living bomb?
No, Fury of the Sunwell is the double flame strike, but
yes, it is.
I'm going to give you an update here very shortly, because I'm not used to seeing this talent either. Normally, we're used to seeing Burned Flesh for KT, which is basically the increased percentage damage when 2 or more heroes get hit by the Flame Strike. That's a really cool variety. We're seeing a lot of exotic talents today.
It is Sun King's Fury. Yep, I was right the second time. So, yeah, personally, I like this talent, especially on this map, where you can reactivate it quite good and you're against a team that really wants to keep itself grouped up.
Yeah. So, this has actually been a build, or this has been a talent that was picked in Korea a couple of months ago, when it was all about spreading bombs and sometimes even going for the double trait, which allowed you to spread even more bombs. So, let's see which route KT is going to go here. KT playing KT, by the way, I just noticed. The irony.
Yeah, oh yeah,
love it.
Clever. Now we just need Kel'Thuzad to be released, but we have to wait for that. For now, we see unfortunately, we can't just add him into this game right straight away. For now, we do see KT continuing to roam around, just killing off the minion waves as quick as possible. I've probably created a fervor in the crowd, I've just realised from that. Genji, by the way, reduced cooldown on his deflex, coming in at level 7.
Yeah, the Augmented Guard is normally not a talent that we're used to seeing. It is either the block coming in from dodge, or sometimes you want to go perfect defense because it lowers the cooldown of his deflect, whereas Augmented Guard actually creates a shield. So, not sure what to think of this talent. I've never seen it in competitive before, I think.
Dodge isn't needed, I guess. The protection is good. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about this. We'll keep an eye on it throughout the game. We'll give our opinions after it is done. Also, how many heroes do you think I can confirm being the next one in this one game?
I don't know.
So, for now, though, we are seeing Siege Giants burning down the minion wave, much like Deathwing will burn down when he arrives at the next scandal.
Don't mention Deathwing! Don't do it, Tetra! Oh my god.
I'm just gonna go forever. Oh man, they're really playing like Phoenix would right now when he arrives. Oh no. It's a disaster. As I've revealed all the secrets. And now we do see KT getting their second turn in. They're gonna continue to put the pressure onto SOA.
The web weavers have been resurrected just like Kel'Thuzad would do. No, we're gonna stop right now.
Yeah, we're stopping that. We both got a couple of hits, all good.
Alright, for those of you guys who are just tuning in and who are like, what the hell are those two casters talking about? Well, after this game here, after this series I should say, we're gonna get a little bit of a teaser of a new and upcoming hero for Heroes of the Storm. So make sure to stay tuned at all costs and enjoy all the speculation and guessing that is going on currently.
Exactly. So, KT moving in, putting pressure onto this top fort. It's almost certainly doomed, and SOA know this. They're backing up. Even though they have the level 10s, there's no reason for them to fight unnecessarily until they can get a good angle, like they're attempting to now. Divine Shield used on Genji, and the Dragonblade trying to take down Fury. The healing from Mount Fury, a bit too much though. And now Genji getting turned and has to use the Dragonblade as an escape. Nice slice through the wall onto Seeing there. But Shy in full retreat now. Don't stand there. There's a wave. There we go. Dashing out of range of it.
Yeah, really, really good defense here by KT. Malfurion keeping everyone alive for now. The attempt from SOA was good. The Divine Shielded Dragonblade, that's definitely a combo they need to use in order to take someone down quickly and get Genji rolling with the resets galore. But for now, Shy has not been that impactful in the Genji. Gotta say, he's using his mobility not to the fullest, and the damage as a result hasn't really been stellar either. But for now, all web viewers have been disposed of, so SOA can now get some breathing. But guess what? Just when you thought you could stabilize, there's another talent advantage available for KT, and I'm pretty sure they're going to use it the moment their rogue abilities come off cooldown. Well, it's China after all, so they might as well just brawl. No, okay, never mind. Oh, Butcher.
Pulls in, the sides is dropped, counter kills.
No way.
Butcher, are you serious? There we go, deflection.
Oh, the bombs.
Able to pick up the kill in the end. The bombs, the bombs. Oh my god, that was actually, despite the chaos from it, that was actually a really impressive split. They didn't actually do any more bonus damage to each other.
Yeah, can you imagine, like, if KT had fought back there and the bombs would have spread even more, how much damage in that narrow choke point that would have done? It's crazy. And so far, I gotta give it to Seeing on the Kel'Thuz. His bombs constantly keep Shy and the Genji away. Now we see a cocoon, though. Was it just for showing, or are they actually going to follow up? Uncle G's in position.
We will see. They're waiting for it. Knock up. They don't actually get the knock up thanks to the telekinesis.
Oh my goodness.
Still dead, but Greymane moving in to follow up on the Twilight Dream that Mouth was able to get off, picking up 2 kills. One of the bit kills as Tiger Stars finally go down. 2 kills. They may even get more as they continue to push forward, but Seeing not able to finish off Faye.
Oh boy, we don't see Ice Block, by the way. Tetra, is this a live seed? What is going on?
Mal,
not like this.
I hate to inform you, but this is a greedy pick that's going to result in your death. So,
I'm pretty sure. Okay. Public service announcement, everybody who's planning on playing some Team League or Hero League today, you don't want to go for the green talent at level 13. You go for the blue. You go for that juicy, juicy Ice Block that would have kept you safe there.
You can absolutely go for Live Seed if you are safe.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Greymane.
Oh boy.
Is down, Mouth from the side. This time taking good position. Dragonblade trying to finish off Seeing. He doesn't have a fort he can get to.
Come on. There we go.
Nicely done by Shy. Where's his Q? There we go. Getting out. Faye also able to survive. That's 2 kills going over to SOA. The comeback potentially begins.
Yeah, the comeback and the stabilization process might have been initiated here for SOA. For the first time in this game, they're in the driver's seat, getting 2 kills. And KT, I do want to say that Kel'Thuz is probably their most valuable target. So being able to take him out of the way is so good for SOA. Nice play here by Shy. And once again, guys, no Ice Block. And we also see no Flame Strike talents thus far for KT as well. So their power spike isn't even going to be that harsh with level 16. Because all you want to do is you want to drop double flame strikes empowered by burning flesh, especially when there are so many melee targets like SOA has. I think it would have been so easy for Kael'thas to land those devastating flame strikes, but for now, they rely more on the living bombs. Can it be enough, though? We will see. Still more than one level ahead of their opponent's KT, that is.
Exactly. They're still looking good. They're going to turn in some more gems. Not enough for a full turn in yet, but they're getting closer. And with Greymane clearing up bot lane, they may be able to grab them from there.
Yeah, that would be very important indeed. We see the acid-drenched mandibles for our good friend Nubarek, and I think that is the right choice. You want to have more burst damage, whereas Burning Rage would have given you a little bit more wave clear, but slower ticking damage. And when there's no burst heal available, you want to go for as much single target damage as you can put out. And Malfrine, we're going to watch him very carefully, T-Die. Going for the life seed, which is normally a little bit of a meme talent, I want to say. How impactful that can be.
Well, the full Living Bomb build, personally, one of my favorites. I like it, but like you said, the execution is going to be very important here. It's very much the same logic of playing Lunara here, where you want to try and get as much AoE damage as possible there, and you have a bit of a better chance of hitting it with Kael'thas than you would, I say, with with the Living Bomb build than you would with the Q build. The Q build, everyone's diving you. You don't really want to place it there. Whereas the Living Bomb, you can double cast it if you wanted to, which they're not going to go for the double the double D here.
Yeah. So, speaking of double things, we have double flame strikes available now. Fury of the Sunwall has been chosen as KT's 16 talent, and that is going to be very, very important. Also, we see Ysera's gift for Malfrine, so now he's going to have stronger initial healing as long as he's above 75% health or 80%. I can't recall which one it is, but he needs to be healthy in order to get
70.
more
I think
value.
it's 70.
Yeah.
Maybe 75. We'll go for the middle. It's all good. But yeah, this KT build, very much a fan of it, as the Web Weaver pushes in, and...
Not really getting much done.
Dies. Gets a wave. Gets a wave. Damage is damage.
Okay.
As we do see the two remaining Web Weavers, Dahaka was guiding in the bot one, is going to back out as he's lost vision of the enemy team, as the rest of KT moves up to the top lane to try and guide this one in. They still have a talent advantage for a very short amount of time.
Exactly. That's why Genji is clearing the bottom right now. First of all, they want to soak a little bit more XP. Secondly, they do not want to let Dahaka get free value and pushing value down here. Anyway, careful though, guys. When you play against the Kael'thas, bombs can spread from building towards you, so don't get too close on those burning towers here. Double flame strength zoning out. Oh, Spark BC, forget about the second one.
Yeah, gets it. And that's the joy
poke
of Fury of the Sunwell.
Yep.
Like on that level 16, you have the option of Fury of the Sunwell, which is better for wave clear and for this sieging idea. The other option you can take is the extra activation of your Fel Orbs. I can't remember what that talent is called. Your Infusion, I believe.
Yeah, the trait, basically.
The trait, yeah. You get the double activation of that, which means you can, in theory, drop 3 living bombs in one fight straight away in like one go, which can give you crazy damage output and much better chance of spreading. But it's a little bit... This talent's a little bit safer, it's more secure, it's better for wave clear. This is the usual correct choice.
Alright, so SOA, they haven't lost a single keep yet, and that is the most important thing for them right now. If I were them, let's see how many gems they have. Yep. So if I were them, I would definitely try to force the issue right now. This is definitely going to be their best chance of fighting on even terms with the 16 talent available. And they're trying to do exactly that here. Careful though. Butchergong, and he popped the Iceborne Fortitude. That's a huge cooldown to be aware of.
Genji in the backline, getting crazy AoE damage, but still having to retreat, not achieving a kill here. Cocoon getting absolutely destroyed as Arthas looks for his opportunity. Not able to find anyone though for that second route.
Yeah, the ghouls are still active and can be used to heal him here, but Butcher basically doesn't have anything left. No Iceborne Fortitude and no Army of the Dead for a long period of time. Oh no, Shy gets caught, silenced, and taken out. Worst case scenario here, Shy. Why were you getting caught there as the Gengu? You have so much mobility, you can't afford to let that happen. Fei also about to drop, trying to buy a little bit more time, and it is a fully fledged disaster for SOA. Triple kill, maybe?
He's mounted. Oh my god, really? I don't think he meant to channel that.
No.
He meant to run past it. Either way, he's been ignored. He's going to be able to escape here. Neptune will not find him. Wrong bush.
Yeah, they need
so
to go
Neptune
boss.
just chilling here.
Good call. It's a very good call to go for the boss, because if you want to go for the boss, you need to do it right now, because if you were to turn your gems, then you would make the boss disappear. Now we see a battle of warriors here. The isolation hits. Anubra cannot get away for now, but manages to survive. But strong effort by Neptune.
This is the idea here. Neptune is showing he's distracting. As long as he doesn't die here, he's getting so much value while the boss was being taken. He's actually might just kill people 2v1 here. There we go. Cocoon is dropped just to make sure that Tykovo lives.
I think he could have killed them all. Like, Tychus
and
Anubra.
He could have 2v1'd easy.
They were dropping solo.
Oh,
he goes for the flame too!
He's still going for it! He fights Faye! Tag Ovo is still here as well as Mark BZ. The rest of the team arrives as well. Tag Ovo sneaks around the side. He will escape, dropping the Odin as Faye is killed off. The Genji, though, is able to take down the Dahaka finally, as we do also see the death onto Genji finally.
Shy, what were you doing? You were actually using your Swift Flames to get out of range of the Uther Spirit. The Holy Spirit could have actually kept you alive, but you were too fast, too furious. I can imagine Shy being like, I need healing, dashes away from the Uther Spirit. He's like, well, just another one of those days.
And just spams. I need healing. Where were you? Yeah. We're not going to see the level 20 Living Bomb upgrade. Instead, we are seeing the extra range on the Flame Strike, giving you that a bit more sieging potential. Both talents a little bit more, both viable on this level with this particular build.
Yeah, oh boy, and Shy, back to that one move there, Shy didn't even need to use the Swift Strike because his Dragon Blade was still active. That would have given him enough mobility to keep up the chase and just take a little bit of extra healing from Uther. Oh boy. Well, KT now, as you said, in the lead here quite significantly, 2 levels ahead, but the Wave Viewer is now sort of relieving lane pressure. Kel'Thas went for the Flamethrower, which gives him even more safety, allowing him to cast his Flame Strike from a safer distance. Pretty solid. Really, really good.
It is, and with the level 20 talents available for KT, they're showing aggression on the map. We have Storm Shield, the isolation spread, contagion, Dahaka from the back looking for that isolation, or at least to try and focus down Uncle G. Unable to do so, but instead it's actually died to Tychus, being forced to burrow. The cursed bullet was dropped, not able to get the finishing blow there. Greymane went for the Hunter's Blunderbuss, or as I learned in the last couple of weeks, the Schießeisen in German. We have the anti-magic shell for Arthas as well.
You've been working on your German pronunciation there, haven't you?
Yeah. I really have. I was so terrible when I was first trying to read it.
Standing in front of the mirror, Schießeisen, Schießeisen, Schießeisen.
Schießeisen, Schießeisen, not Schießeisen, not Schießeisen. It is Schießeisen.
Well done. I'm impressed. I really am. All right. For those of you guys who have no idea what Tetcher and I are talking about, it is one of the most promising European Open Division teams right now, and they're mainly consisting of German players. Are they all German? I think they are.
They are all German, full German, including Blade, for ex-player from Expert. So very nice there. So nice to see them coming in, and their name is the German name for Greymane's Hunter's Blunderbuss talent. So there you go.
There we go.
That is the reasoning behind that name. As KT getting the turn-ins, they're still waiting a bit. They're not getting the full turn-in yet. Being patient.
I'm not really sure if they should be waiting for too long, because 20 is around the corner for SOA, and ideally KT, if they want to go for that push with the Web Viewers, they want to make it happen before Storm Talents are available for their opponents, and they're trying to get that done exactly now. Kel'Thas, the last one to pay. Now, Anti-Magic Shell, I like it. Against the Alrek and Genji, Dragon Blade, that is so much value that Arthas can get, and he's going to be even harder to kill. I'm a little bit worried for SOA right now. If they lose 1 or 2 more keeps, this could be almost beyond their reach to really come back and stabilize.
Really good. They are in trouble right now as the keep starts to take damage. In comes the Odin with big red button for the good siege potential, the good counter siege, trying to zone them away, and they do so. Webweaver arrives, but they are super zoned away from it. KT in full retreat, and this is going to give SOA some great time to defend this Webweaver. In the meantime, their core is taking damage. There's 2 catapults already here. The Odin retreating to deal with that.
Yeah, and you know, Kel'Thas can't just poke that down. He's such a huge range. That's exactly what he's doing. He's empowering his flame stack. He has the huge range. Seeing should have an easy time to really get this keep. All he needs to do is just drop 1 more flame strike, and there it goes.
There it goes.
Solid.
Sniping the keep from range. 2 keeps down for KT here. Looking really good. Kudos top, and apparently Kudos mid. Kudos bot is the only surviving lane.
Yeah, there we go. And they can basically keep up this game until the end of time. They've got the mana regen from Innerate, so KT is never going to fall short of that. And they can just keep on poking. The range is superb. The minions are there as well. The spiders helping out the web viewers. And this is extremely dangerous for SOA. They need to engage right now.
Yeah, Isolation was burned as well, so they know it's not available. They only hit 2 members and it's already expired, so now is their opportunity. Right now, though, they're going to lose this keep. Once again, that long-range flame strike, so they're trying to use this opportunity with Manubarak going in, trying to pick it off. The Divine Shield and Genji dropping huge damage into the backline, trying to kill off Malfurion. And he's getting the damage from the Twilight Dream, turns it round. Greymane dropping as well, though, and it's a full fight with Uther still trying to keep Tychus sustained, stunning up Arthur's, buying his team some time, as we do see the drop onto all of the members. Alarak is down, and we saw Sparks BZ going down in the backline. The only surviving Odin, it does have Arthur. It lays fake, trying to keep it alive thanks to reviving, but he's now alone and gets taken out. That is a full team wipe in exchange for 2 members. Technically a full team wipe with an extra because Uther came back and they killed him again. And now we're seeing KT moving on to the core.
It did actually look that terrible for SOA. They started this teamfight really well, dropping the cocoon on the right target, applying a lot of pressure on the backline against the Malfurion, but the Twilight Dream, as Tetris said, it made all the difference. Without it, Genji would have not died. He could have maybe jumped to safety, but that double silence really sealed the deal, and KT takes game number 1 in a very back-and-forth battle, but in the end, they were always the one reigning supreme. Well played, and GG to them.